Welcome to the ultimate toilet test. We went to our local Home Depot. We bought 2 of the best toilets that they have to offer. We also bought the cheapest toilet that they have. We've bought a plethora of random items that we're gonna flush down the toilets today. We are gonna put them all to the test and figure out which one comes out as the best toilet available at Home Depot. The one that performs the most through this entire test, we're gonna see how well it can handle an entire rotisserie chicken. Let's see if it can handle it. We're gonna start with toilet paper. We're gonna assume each one of these toilets can easily flush 5 feet of toilet paper. We've got our cheapo toilet. Let's see if it can handle 10 feet of toilet paper. 15 feet of toilet paper. Cheapo toilet could handle 10 feet of toilet paper, but it did not flush 15 feet of toilet paper. Let's see if we try to flush it again, if we can get it to go down. Nope. 15 feet of toilet paper was too much for it, so we're gonna move on to the next one. This is the American Standard Champion. Again, we're gonna assume it can flush 5 feet of TP. That's pretty normal. Let's try 10 feet of toilet paper. Oh, geez. So this one flushes with a lot more power. It's coming out from underneath there so big it's missing our bucket. Handled it like a champion. Let's try 15 feet. 15 feet of TP in one flush. The American Standard knocked it out. Now we're gonna go for 20 feet. Sure seems like there's a lot more water in there than there was previously. I wonder if that TP didn't come all the way through. I'm really only seeing 1 watt of TP in there. We might have to double flush this one and just make sure it's good. Yeah. So the American Standard toilet actually clogged at 15 feet of toilet paper. So that's knocking it out. Oh, I got his other eye. Never can be too prepared with anything. So you never know. Well, you never know when you might need a plunger. Moving on to the Glacier Bay Power Flush. 10 feet of toilet paper. 15 feet of toilet paper. 15 feet was enough to allow it to clear the bowl, but it hasn't made it out the other end yet. We're gonna have to use the trusty plunger on this one again. And we're able to actually, how about that? We didn't actually even need to plunge it. It just needed a little extra pressure of water on there. We actually have now identified which toilet can handle the most TP. Marshmallows. Kids, don't open things with your teeth. Your mom will hate it. Mom, sorry for opening stuff with my teeth. A little bit of chocolate syrup. Sometimes when you use the restroom, it's a slightly messy experience, so we want to see how well the toilet cleans out the bowl. I'm kind of surprised it flushed it all. I figured it would not flush it all. It definitely didn't do a very good job of cleaning it. If you put your ear to the toilet tank, you become one with the toilet. Let's try flush number 2. Somehow we've gained a marshmallow. Usually this is after a Taco Bell or Aunt Edna's cooking. This about ready to overflow. Let's move on to the next one.
Go, go, go.
The first time that tasted good. This did not taste good this time. Toilet number 2, cleanliness test. Let's see what it does. Too horribly bad, still leaving a mess. We're gonna give it another flush here in a second and try it again. Still not too bad. I mean, we're gonna have to use the toilet brush, but all in all, it's actually pretty good in there. Now, if that doesn't look like some weird concoction that your crazy aunt brings to family gatherings, I don't know what does. You know, so far, I'm gonna say that's probably the best performing one. The first bucket and the second bucket were both full. This is 3 flushes, and these are 5-gallon buckets. It took 3 flushes to produce 5 gallons of water in the bucket. Here's one interesting thing. The Glacier Bay toilet has also had 3 flushes in it, but it still has quite a bit of space left in the bucket. Not only is the Glacier Bay performing better out of the gate with the first few tests we've done, but it's also proving to do it using a little bit less water. So that's kind of cool. Trying to keep our work area clean and dry because, as the great Mike Rowe always says, safety third. Let's see how well it can handle a Snickers bar. Cheapo toilet, Snickers bar. Boy, that just looks almost authentic, doesn't it? Let's see if it goes. Kerplunk. Obviously that one handled it pretty well. That one's eager to get out of there. It almost disappeared already. As expected, they all handled a Snickers bar pretty well. They did not want anybody getting into these. All right, next on the list is 36 ping pong balls. That was pretty disappointing. We only had 6 ping pong balls make it through into the bucket. Let's move them all into the next one and try it again. American Standard Champion Toilet, 36 ping pong balls. Here we go. So the American Standard Champion Toilet cleared 14 balls from the bowl. Let's see what the Glacier Bay Power Flush can do. There are no balls in the bucket. We're only 3 balls shy of the box that we started with, which means 3 of them left the bowl. None of them ended up in the bucket underneath. So we've got 3 balls hiding somewhere here in the P-trap. Let's see if we can flush them out. It took all 3 of them. So we're gonna record that as a 3 because that's how we're counting it, is how many balls leave the bowl. The American Standard takes the edge on that one. 14 balls left the bowl. This guy, only 3. 45. We've got a bucket of golf balls. We're literally challenging the advertising directly. The American Standard is supposed to flush this entire bucket of golf balls. The cheapo toilet. Not bad. So we started with 45 golf balls. We have 13 that were left in the bowl. So that means we flushed 32 golf balls. Not bad. Here's the true test of their advertising. American Standard Champion, full bucket of golf balls. All right, here we go. Well, that sucks. It didn't flush hardly any of them. We're gonna actually try that one again. The balls kind of got wedged. They didn't fall down and chink down into the bottom very good. So we're gonna give it another try just to see. That's some pretty bad news, American Standard. You claim it'll flush a whole bucket of golf balls, and we're 0 for 2, and the cheapest toilet available at Home Depot flushed more than this one. So you claim it'll flush an entire bucket of golf balls. We tried flushing an entire bucket, that's 45 balls. We were left with 29 in the bowl. Last I checked, that's only 16 golf balls. This guy here flushed 13 golf balls. And he doesn't brag about anything, and you can't even flush a bucket like you claim. I'm gonna give you one more shot. I'm gonna pour them in there as I flush it. I'm gonna try to do anything I can to get this guy to live up to its claim. I shouldn't even have to do this, but we're gonna try it. We're not counting that in the results. I just wanted to see if it could do it. It still left quite a few balls in the bowl. So it left 14 in the bowl. I was having to manually manipulate it and try to pour them in as it was flushing, not the results that we're holding ourselves to this test. But so far, we can't create a condition where this guy will actually flush a bucket of golf balls. Let's move on to the Glacier Bay. 3, 2, 1. They got jammed up in there too. Let's count them up. So we have 24 balls left in the bowl, which means it cleared 21 golf balls. That's pretty impressive. Just like the others, we're gonna give it a second try, see if it can improve its score. But so far, we're sitting at 21 balls. Oh, it's so close. It flushed 34 golf balls in one flush. Next up, more items that float. We've got some Nerf bullets. I don't even know how we want to do this. There's no way it's gonna flush 200 Nerf bullets. We're gonna try 50 foam darts and see what happens with them. As expected, not very much. Things that float aren't wanting to go down the drain. It only flushed 3. 50 Nerf bullets in the American Standard Champion toilet. I don't think it flushed any of them. There are no Nerf bullets in the bucket. The American Standard didn't flush even one Nerf bullet. Let's move on to the Glacier Bay Power Flush. Now that is pretty impressive. It flushed 39 Nerf bullets, but let's count how many are actually in the bucket underneath it. 2. So that means somewhere in this P-trap on the side of the toilet, there's 37 Nerf bullets hiding in there. We're gonna have to dump our bucket and try to flush these guys out. Otherwise, this toilet's gonna clog real fast. It's breach, that's what it is. What do we say, 39 Nerf bullets left in the P-trap? Well, now there's 34 bullets left in there somewhere. I can reach up in there and feel them. I've been a plumber for 21 years. I've never seen a toilet where I can fit my entire hand all the way through the P-trap. It's pretty impressive. Now, I wouldn't be doing this if these weren't brand new toilets. I just pulled all of those out of the P-trap by hand, plus 5 more a little earlier. I think there's still even a few more left in there. Let's give it another flush and see. They're trickling out of the bottom like crazy. One more flush, just for good measure. It's still clogged. There's more Nerf bullets in there somewhere. This is not the toilet I thought that was gonna clog up with Nerf bullets. I don't think I've ever augured a toilet that's like 2 feet off the ground. Come on. And now we're flooding out. Okay, I think we got them all now. Ew, it's got the mustard sauce on me. Let's say you're at that holiday gathering and your weird aunt brought her deviled eggs and you can't stand deviled eggs. So you sneak off to the bathroom and try to make it look like you ate them. Let's see how good the cheapo toilet handles a dozen deviled eggs. Cheapo toilet can handle a dozen deviled eggs. Let's see if the American Standard Champion can handle a dozen deviled. Let's see if the American Standard toilet can handle a dozen deviled eggs. The American Standard did just fine out of 2. Let's see if the Glacier Bay can handle it. I think it's safe to say that if your weird aunt brings deviled eggs and they taste like crap, you can flush them down the toilet and you're just fine.
There's one left in that one.
What? We've left a straggler. Glacier Bay, you're letting me down, man. Let's try it again. It took a double flush. That's still a demerit for the Glacier Bay. We're still getting Nerf bullets out of this one. There's still some stragglers in there. The classic matchbox car. Every obsession starts with just $1, right? Next thing you know, you end up with a house full of these things and your kids get adventurous and they want to start chucking them into toilets. Let's see if they flush. Toilet 1 successfully made it into the bucket. We are 2 for 2. Still in the bowl. Poor old Glacier Bay is struggling here. Can always hear it when this one's done filling. It makes that funny bubbling noise. Let's try flush number 2. Nope. That's 0 for 2 on this bad boy. I don't even know if that's good or bad, right? Like, do you want your boys to be able to flush Matchbox cars down the toilet or not? That's a goose egg for the Glacier Bay on a Matchbox car. All right, if you guys like what you're seeing on this video and you want us to do some more stuff like that, let us know in the comments down below what you'd like us to test out. We're testing out toilets today, but we can test out pretty much anything. Let us know in the comments if you want to see us test any other plumbing item out there. Have you suffered from a juggling accident? Have you been injured while somebody was trying to juggle koosh balls? Did your toilet get clogged with a koosh ball? I don't know. Let's see if the cheapo toilet can handle a koosh ball. Well, that would be a success. Let's try the American Standard. Also a success. Let's try the Glacier Bay. Koosh balls are a solid 3 for 3. We've all been in cases where we're in the bathroom, maybe we grab a little bit of hand sanitizer out of our purse, we're trying to put it on our hands, and oops, it slips and falls in the toilet right about the time you flush the toilet, right? Let's see if hand sanitizer can make it through the toilet. Ironically, the hand sanitizer says be blissful on it. Well, let's hope you end up blissfully in the bucket. It made it. American Standard champion. Also made it, Glacier Bay Power Flush.
Yeah.
Made it through just fine. We got Brussels sprouts, that food that some people love and some people can't stand, so I can understand your desire to want to sneak some down the toilet to make it look like you ate it. We're doing 25 Brussels sprouts. Here we go, cheapo toilet. They got pretty wedged. They flushed 8 out of 25. I mean, I guess if you're acting like you eat them, you're probably not gonna put more than 8 on your plate. American Standard champion, 25 Brussels sprouts. Now that was a pretty picture. It handled all of them. That's pretty cool. Glacier Bay Power Flush Toilet, 25 Brussels sprouts. So the 2 powerhouses are your go-to if you're trying to flush Brussels sprouts. So one of the common calls that we get as plumbers for clogged toilets is somebody accidentally knocks a medicine bottle off of the counter and it ends up clogging their toilet. I'm a little worried on this guy here. Eventually we're gonna get to things that are so big they get stuck. We're not gonna be able to auger them out, and we're probably gonna have to break open the P-traps to get some of this stuff out. Let's throw them in the 3 toilets and see what happens. Cheapo toilet, medicine bottle flush. Let's see what happens. Wow. It made it through. American Standard champion toilet, medicine bottle. It made it through as well.
There's also Brussels sprout in that one.
That's just a leaf. We got one random Brussels sprout leaf that left in there. Glacier Bay Power Flush. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with that. 3 toilets, 3 medicine bottles, not one of them clogged. That's pretty good. For those of us that have children, every once in a while, a child has an accident and they're too embarrassed to tell their mom or dad about it. And so what do? They try to hide the accident. They say, I don't need underwear today, so we're just gonna get rid of these so mom and dad will never know I made a mess in my pants. We're gonna see which toilet is the best at hiding the evidence. Cheapo toilet, young man's pair of underwear, let's see what happens. Ha! It handled it. It handled it really well. I'm surprised. Let's see the American Standard champion. Also handled it well. Pretty good. Glacier Bay Power Flush. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with that, especially with the cheapo toilet. I have augured many a pair of underwear out of toilets before. That's pretty impressive. Uh-oh. Let's say your weird aunt brings over some cranberry sauce. I have no clue why cranberry sauce is in cans upside down. If you know why they make cranberry sauce in a can upside down, let us know in the comments. Let's see which toilet can flush cranberry sauce. Jeez. That's gonna be tough. I don't know. Cheapo toilet, cranberry sauce. Let's see if it can handle it. That's gonna be a no for the cheap toilet. Let's try the American Standard. Also a no for the American Standard. Our last and final hope, let's see if the Glacier Bay can flush it. Boom! The Glacier Bay is cranberry sauce approved. We have 2 partial things of cranberry sauce left. Let's see if the Glacier Bay can handle a dose. That's pretty sweet. They weren't 2 full things of cranberry sauce. They were partials, but it was a whole lot more than 1. I'm gonna call that 1.5 cranberry sauces. That's pretty awesome. Totally mislabeled. They need to advertise that. We were walking through the store buying stuff for this. We saw these little like squeezable burrito things. They're kind of weird. I don't know what they really are. It's actually from a kid's game that's kind of like dodgeball where you like throw burritos at people. I'm not sure. Let's see if they can handle the squeezy burrito. We're gonna go ahead and give this one a head start in here because it floats. So we're gonna set it right in there. That most definitely did not go down. We're gonna have to auger that one, but let's leave that one alone for a minute and let's see if this one can handle it. Same thing, because it floats, we're gonna kind of get him started there. Look, he's even smiling at the camera. Oh no, I'm gonna get flushed. Oh, he's going, no, oh, there he goes. Also clogged. I don't know if these will plunge through or not. Booyah! Oh no! Overflowed the bucket. Overflowed that bucket too. We were able to plunge both of them out. Let's clean up the mess and try the Gerber, the Glacier Bay. Yeah, we're gonna redo that. All right, we were able to plunge both of those out and get those passed through. So now we're gonna clean up our mess here and then we're gonna try the Glacier Bay on the squeezy burrito. I squeezed it and it was like mist coming out from 1,000 different holes. You guys hang tight for a minute, be right back to you. Let's see how well the Glacier Bay handles the squeezy burrito. Look at me, oh no! Cleared the bowl, didn't make it through. We are definitely gonna need a plunger for this one. There it goes. All right. 0 for 3 on squeezy burritos. We've all been to that holiday gathering where grandma, or again, that weird aunt, brings fruitcake. It's nasty. Don't even want to be holding it right now. I'm a plumber. I've held some nasty stuff. This is gross. We're gonna break this into thirds and we're gonna see which toilet is fruitcake worthy. There's one. There's one. Yeah, grandma. I ate your fruitcake, it was great. Oh, by the way, your toilet's clogged. Let's try the cheap toilet. It cleared the bowl. It's in the trapway somewhere. It's not in the bucket. Cheapo toilet, not fruitcake rated. Let's try the American Standard. American Standard, also not fruitcake rated. Finally, we got the Glacier Bay Power Flush. No toilets survived fruitcake. So not only can fruitcake take you out, but it can also take out any toilet you have too. Just throw it in the trash. The fruitcake is right at the base of it. Ew, this is so gross. Chunks of fruitcake come flying out the bottom. Again. There it goes. We have one toilet on this platform, this Glacier Bay. They advertise they can flush 7 billiard balls. The American Standard does not advertise anything about billiard balls. Obviously, the cheapo toilet doesn't advertise anything either. One of the unique things about these with this test, the cheapo toilet, we couldn't even try to put one of these billiard balls into the bottom of it. We're not going to be able to test the cheapo toilet and the billiard balls because we know 100% certain they will get stuck. They are supposed to be able to make it all the way through the Glacier Bay. On the American Standard, we can push a billiard ball into the outlet of that toilet. So we're gonna try billiard balls on the American Standard and see what happens. American Standard champion toilet, let's see if it will flush the 8-ball. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Dang it. The trapway on the American Standard is not big enough for a billiard ball to pass through, which means now it's stuck in there. And the odds of us getting that out without having to break the side of the toilet open, pretty slim. Let's move on to the Glacier Bay. We're gonna start with 1 ball just to make sure it actually passes through. Here we go. Success. The trapway is big enough to handle billiard balls. Now we gotta see how many it can handle. That sucks on this toilet. It handled 1 billiard ball, let's try 3. You can only see 2 of them. One of them's behind the trapway there a little bit. It handled 3, let's go for 5. We've got 5 billiard balls in there. You can only see 3 of them. 2 of them are up behind the trapway. Let's see what we got. It handled 5, let's go for 7. All 7 billiard balls right there. Let's go for more. Let's try 9 billiard balls and see what happens. I'm pretty impressed. It just swallowed 9 billiard balls. It's only advertised to do 7. Let's keep going. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see if it can handle it. It just downed 11 billiard balls. Let's try 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No way it handles 13 billiard balls in one flush. Let's see. Good gosh! 13. We've only got 3 left. We've got 2 on the table and one of them is stuck in this toilet. Let's try 15. And if it takes 15, then we're gonna have to get this one out and try all 16 of them. Glacier Bay Power Flush Toilet, 13 billiard balls. Let's see what happens. I'm impressed. I've done this 21 years. I have never seen a toilet been able to do that. Billiard table only has 14, no wait. 15 balls, no. Ah, we're gonna have to redo that. Billiard table only has 16 balls. Okay. A billiard table only has 16 balls on it total. The 8 ball is actually stuck in this toilet right now. So let's work to retrieve this one and see if this guy can flush an entire billiard table worth of balls. Got it. In a normal setting, you can't do that because that's on the floor, but since we're on a platform, I was able to push it back out the way it came. Let's try for an entire rack of 16 billiard balls down the Glacier Bay. The 1 ball, the 2 ball, the 3 ball, the 4 ball, the 5 ball, the 6 ball. What the heck? There's still a ball in there somewhere. Yep, still counts. If it clears the bowl, it's gonna make it out on the next flush. So the 1 ball, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the 11, the 12, the 13, the 14, the 15, and we are going to scratch on this shot and go for the cue ball as well. 16 billiard balls, 1 flush. Let's go. Oh! It left a single billiard ball in there. This thing can flush 15 billiard balls in 1 flush. That's amazing. That's our grand champion. And now it gets to fight the big boss, which is a whole chicken. The first thing we did was see how much toilet paper they could flush. The cheapo managed 10 feet, the American Standard managed 15 feet, and then the Glacier Bay managed 15 feet as well. Cleaning of the bowl, which toilet cleans better? We ranked them in first, second, and third. Third place being the cheapo toilet, second place being the American Standard champion, and first place being the Glacier Bay Power Flush. Snickers bars, all 3 toilets handled the Snickers bar with ease. The ping pong balls, these were kind of interesting because ping pong balls float. The cheapo toilet handled 7 ping pong balls, the American Standard handled 14 ping pong balls, and the Glacier Bay Power Flush only managed 3. So the American Standard gets the win. Golf balls, 13 for the cheapo unit. Remember, the American Standard advertises that it can flush a bucket of golf balls. Well, a bucket of golf balls is 40 to 45 balls. It didn't even come close. Only managed 16 golf balls. 34 golf balls for the Glacier Bay Power Flush. Next up was Nerf bullets. Again, another item that floats, so it's kind of weird to flush it. The cheapo toilet actually won that battle with 3 Nerf bullets. The American Standard didn't actually flush a single one of them. And the Glacier Bay, we thought flushed 2 of them. However, the trap got clogged with all of them. Next up was deviled eggs. Pretty close running. The cheapo toilet, all 12 deviled eggs. The American Standard champion, all 12 deviled eggs. The Glacier Bay Power Flush left 1 in the bowl, so it only got 11. Next up was toy cars. The cheapo toilet handled a Matchbox car. The American Standard champion toilet handled a Matchbox car. The Glacier Bay toilet did not flush the Matchbox car. It didn't clog it, but it didn't flush it. Cush balls, all 3 of them handled that really well. Hand sanitizer, all 3 of them handled that really well. Brussels sprouts, ugh. The cheapo toilet handled 8 Brussels sprouts. The American Standard champion and the Glacier Bay Power Flush both tied at 25 Brussels sprouts. Medicine bottles, all 3 of them handled that really well. Underwear, this one surprised me. I did not expect the cheapo toilet to be able to flush the pair of underwear, but it absolutely did. All 3 of them did, in fact, so they get to share the tie there. Cranberry sauce, this one was kind of interesting. The cheapo toilet couldn't even try it. The American Standard champion wouldn't fit down the drain, but yet the Glacier Bay Power Flush came through. Not only did it handle it, but it handled a little bit more than that too. Next up was the squeezy burrito. None of the toilets did really well there. However, the Glacier Bay Power Flush did manage to try and cycle it, and it did end up in the bucket. Fruitcake, ugh, again, gross. None of them handled the fruitcake at all. Billiard balls. Billiard ball can't even fit through the trap of the cheapo toilet, so we didn't even try it. The billiard ball would fit in the inlet and the outlet of the trap of the American Standard. 1 ball got lodged in the trap. Then we move over to the Glacier Bay toilet. They advertise it can flush 7 billiard balls. We tried 7, handled it. We tried 9, handled it. We tried 12, handled it. No, wait. We tried 11, handled it. We tried 13, handled it. We tried 15, handled it. We tried all 16, and it was left with 1 billiard ball in the tank. So 15 billiard balls, over twice what they recommend or what they advertise it can flush. So finally, we took the grand champion, which is the Glacier Bay, to see if it could flush a whole chicken. And now it gets to fight the big boss, which is a whole chicken. Let's see if it can handle it. Oh, looky there. Kind of breaks up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Time to give it halfway a decent shot. What do we got? What do we got? The chickens are actually kind of nasty. Chicken is actually really good. What's your guess, Austin?
I think it'll all go down.
You think it'll go down in 1 flush? I'm gonna say it's gonna take 2. Let's find out. Chicken versus Glacier Bay Power Flush Toilet. We got her wedged in there. Let's try it again. That's not too bad. She clogged. Oh, she's clogged. She's trying, but she's stumbling. Let's grab the trusty plunger and see what happens. What a way to end it. Flood the shop with chicken toilet water. But I'd say we've crowned the grand champion of the toilets from Home Depot. It is definitely the Glacier Bay Power Flush Toilet. There's our noise. Such a weird noise.